after winning a championship. So I really haven't had a chance to exhale, but it's long enough. I'm ready to get things going and started here.
What do you see with the potential in your team?
I see a lot of potential. You know, Neil Smith did a good job of getting some futures from last year's team in Johnstown that we acquired from Charlotte. So we got a couple guys from Charlotte, and we got a lot of good second-year guys that have been at this level now for 3 or 4 years. So we got some experience, and we got some youth with our affiliations with the New York Rangers and the Philadelphia Flyers. They've been fantastic, so they're going to help us out.
This is new for you. It's a return to hockey in this town for the first time in about 4 years. I mean, there's just a whole lot of newness to it. Does it almost feel like you're with an expansion franchise, even though this team had already existed? I mean, what do you feel?
Yeah, no, it's a new program. I came in here to start a new program and recruit new players, and you know what? It's a hell of a city. I enjoy Greenville. It's beautiful. It's not too big, not too small. The downtown area is fantastic, and you couldn't ask for a better city in the ECHL in Greenville.
What kind of team do you hope to have? What's your philosophy in terms of coaching and style?
My philosophy is defense. I think wins championships, goaltending and defense. My structure is going to be really defensive oriented. Defensemen are going to be able to skate, real mobile. My forwards will be quick and smart, and active offensively with some speed.
What did you play when you played the position?
Defense.
You were defensive guy, so cut from that cloth.
Shocker.
What can your fans expect for the year? I mean,
It's going to be really exciting to have hockey back finally here in Greenville, so they should expect a real aggressive team up front and physical defensively.
we're gonna love that. Any other questions?
I know that the casual fan, they see the fights, and some fans that come to see the fights, something like that. How do casual hockey fans learn there's more to it than just the checks on the boards?
There's so much passion and aggressive play in hockey that emotions are running so high that it just happens. My philosophy as a coach that if you're down by 3 or if you're up by 3, it's okay to fight. So that's hockey. It's a fighting sport, and it's going to happen. But it has changed a lot too. You don't see as much as you did probably 10 years ago. But you still need the odd policeman out there that can take care of our skilled guys, and you need that role player.
Does TJ translate to that? I understand he loves
TJ Reynolds had quite a few majors last year in Charlotte, so he was a great acquisition for Greenville, and he's going to be a real solid competitor on the back end for us.
Does playing hard defense lend itself, obviously, to more aggressive play, unless maybe teams that are better defensively maybe fight a little bit more or have more of an aggressive style, so to speak?
Yeah, I mean, us being pretty solid defensively, I think we can shut down their forwards. They give our forwards some confidence to move pucks up front and hopefully get some shots on net.
Back when Greenville had a team before, Charlotte was kind of a natural rival.
Yeah.
Do you feel, they're moving up to the AHL, who do you think you're going to look at as a rival?
Well, you know what, I came from Cincinnati, and me and Cale McLean, the head coach in Charleston, South Carolina, I think we had some good battles in the past, so I think they're going to be probably our biggest rival. Cale's got another good, solid team put together down there, so there's going to be some good hockey here.
Going to talk a minute, service Skyline Chili station.
Yeah. I wish I had a Skyline City chili down here.
We used to have one.
Did you?
15 years ago. It lasted 6 months. I couldn't keep it in business long.
How do you feel? You may be gone over this. How do you feel about this year's squad?
I think we're young, with some solid veteran on the back end defensively. It's a new program. We're starting from scratch. We got a couple futures from Johnstown's team last year. And we'll see. The New York Rangers, Philadelphia Flyers have supplied us with a couple players for now. But right now, as we stand after first day training camp, I think it was okay. We got room that we can improve on.
Up those two systems, up the ladder toward that defense. I mean, obviously, everyone hockey is trying to play that. With the Rangers and Flyers, is their organizational philosophy very similar to yours?
No, this is my team. You know what? We're going to have kids under contract with the Rangers and Flyers, and you know what? If they can't make my team, then they're going to be competing. It don't matter. We've talked about that. No matter what contract you're on, I got independent contracts here in the ECHL too, and everybody's going to be fighting for 22 spots.
So you're not trying to fit a template. The Rangers aren't going to call you and say, "Hey, we're trying to develop this kind of player."
No, we got our own structures, our own systems, defensively, offensively, neutral zone, penalty kill, power play. I'm allowed to do whatever I want system-wise.
And what kind of team do you want to put on the ice?
Defensive-oriented team. Really take care of our own zone first. I think the offense will take care of itself. One exhibition game for Washington.
What year?
Mainly in this year, 1999.
Hey, Dean, with preseason games coming up this weekend in Florida, what do you want to accomplish preseason games? What are you looking for evaluation-wise?
Well, I want to set the foundation down with a couple systems, and I want to see the young kids play. I mean, I want to see their creativity. I want to see what they can do offensively. I want to see what some of the new defensemen can do defensively. So I'm going to let them play, put maybe 2 or 3 different structured systems in there and see what they can do.
What about just being part of a team, you know, from the ground up and really being able to, you know, a lot of times when you come in, you got to change mindset, you got to change so many things. I mean, starting from scratch, there's a lot of positives there, aren't there?
Yeah, there is a lot of positives, but then again, you got 24 different personalities and you got brand spanking new that I haven't seen before. And as a coach, you got to try and get in their mind and see what clicks for some kids and what doesn't for others. So being a new team, starting from the ground up, it'll be a challenge to start, but I think, you know, once we get around January, February, I think things will be good.
Yeah, what's realistic? What's realistic then for when you're building a club like you are here for the fan base? What's realistic as far as what you tell them in year 1?
I don't know. We'll see. I can't answer that question, to be honest with you. You know, realistically, you know, I hope we win. You know, I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Facilities.
There's a lot of new players, so.
Facilities, City of Greenville, just being here and being in this town, playing in this building. How does
Great
this-
city, yeah. No, great city. The downtown area, really impressed. You know, I told them when I was doing my recruiting calls it looks like a miniature New York City. You know, with all the little shops and cafes. The Bilo Center's fantastic. One of the nicer ones in ECHL. Lots of space and room. And I like the sheet, the ice. The ice was really good today. I know they haven't had ice in 4 years, so it was smooth. A couple things we can improve on in the corners and the boards, but it's a good area.
In particular, Coach, you try to pattern yourself after anyone impressed you from your playing or coaching days?
There's several different coaches. My first year pro was Glenn Hanlon in Portland in the American League. I think he's coaching over in Europe now. I really like Glenn Hanlon's philosophies. Speed kills offensively, but you have to be able to take care of your own end defensively. So I liked him. He's a huge role model of mine. I like Ken Hitchcock. I like the way he directs his teams. I think direction and structure, he's real. You know, it's my way or the highway. So I like the way he coached too.
What teams did you play for?
I played for 6 different teams. Started in Hampton Roads, in Virginia, and Texas Beaumont, Texas, and then Stockton, California, and Cincinnati, Ohio, and Columbia, South Carolina.
Part of the Inferno. Were you on one of the last teams they had?
Yeah, the second last team.
Is this a league where you're teaching primarily? You want to win, but you know, where does that line draw?
You got to teach. I mean, it's young kids at this level now. You know, it's second-year guys, third-year guys, and a lot of rookies. So I mean, you have to develop through a video breakdown. You got to show a lot of video. You got to do a lot of the extra skill work before and after practice. I mean, the goaltending at this level is high class. I mean, you can only keep 2 in the National Hockey League, you keep 2 in the American League, and then 2 here. So we got the 5-6 goaltenders, and it's good goaltending here. But you have to teach and develop these kids. You want to get them up to the American Hockey League. I'll play with 13 players as long as they're all